Guys, it's Katie from Mildly Chic, and today I'm going to be doing a video tutorial on how to tie a scarf, a couple different ways using a very basic scarf, like the one I have on. I've gotten a lot of reader requests for this kind of a tutorial and a video since it's a lot easier than just showing a couple pictures on how to do this, and so I thought, why not? Since scarves are kind of my thing, and I do tend to wear them a lot on the blog. So let's get started. I'm going to unknot the scarf that I have and just kind of show you. It's a very basic scarf. Lengthwise, it's probably about 3 feet. You can see, maybe a little bit longer, 3.5 or so. And it's just, your basic scarf. It's got both ends, it's got little tassels, etc. So one of the things that I always make sure I do is I don't like the ends to be even when I put the scarf together, so I don't like them to look like this, where they all end at the same spot. I like them to be uneven. So how I do that is I pick the end of the scarf here, one end, and I do this and take it down so that when you fold it in half, like so, you have ends that are uneven. So when you put that on, if you just did a simple draping technique, so I always put the first side the length that I want it to be, and then just drape it around your neck. And ta-da, that's one way, that's easy, but it's nice too because then you have like a little bit of a dimension here that's created by having the uneven sides. So you can do that, that's one easy way. That's pretty simple. Another way to take the same sort of draping mentality and make that a little different is to make one side a little bit longer and then take that side and kind of loop it through this side. You can do it that way so that it just adds a little extra dimension here. You can also then take this and loop it into the hole that you've created and kind of put it over to the side, one side or the other, whatever works best for you, whatever you think looks nice. Then you have another whole way of doing it, and then like you throw a jacket on or something like that, and this just adds a little dimension to the overall look. Another way, which is a pretty basic way of doing it, is to fold your scarf in half, right, like this. Put it on like so. And here's the half with the pieces all together, and just string the one side through the other, pull, and there you have like a pretty basic scarf tie. Most people know how to do this one. It's the simple one. To take the same sort of thing, but make it a little bit more complicated, make it a little more funky looking, open that hole here and string one side through that way, but then when you string the other side, instead of going through the same way, go over the top and string it through the hole that way. So that you get kind of a pretzel look, a little bit of a knotted look going there. That works really well as well. So these are a couple techniques that you can do. Another way that you can tie the scarf, again, make it long, put the middle at the back of your neck, and just tie the two pieces in a big knot together. It's pretty simple. You probably want to start closer to your neck and do it that way. In order to get the knot a little bit higher, and then you can always adjust as need be. So you just make a knot, pull it through the little hole, and then move the knot down so it sits like that, and that's pretty easy too. You can do the same thing, only you can knot one side and string that through as well, which is the one that I had on when the video started. Pretty easy as well, just create a knot with one of the sides and have the other side already through that knot. So that's a single knot. And that makes it a little bit smaller, a little less bulky, so that you don't have like such a huge knot there. And then, of course there's tons of other ways too. I'm sure you guys all have your favorite ways. You can also obviously always wear these as a shawl. So I just do that, and then I always try to fling the one side over, pull it through. That's also another look that you can do. I do this with some of the more decorative scarves that I have. If you want to get rid of that, you can always just fling them both over the back there. So you have nice bulk here, and then kind of little tails in the back or so. That's another way that you can do it too. That's another knot that you can do. So that is how I do my scarves. Let me know if you have any other questions or you want to know how I do any of the other knots, and I will be doing a tutorial as well on how to tie a square scarf.